I am so excited about what just arrived in the mail. It is our spring seeds that I ordered online, as well as a few other bits and pieces. I think I may have accidentally ordered some more dahlias, and to be honest, I'm not entirely sure what else I ordered. I know that it's big. Like on the box, it's 3.5 kilograms. So there's a lot of things in there. So I thought, let's unbox them together so I can recall what exactly I did order. And then afterwards, we're going to head down to the back corner of our property with John, and we're going to talk about starting a cut flower garden. So it's something that we've been wanting to do for a little while, and this is the year that we're going to make this little side project happen. I'm very excited. There's seeds in here that I'm going to sow for the nursery and for the cut flower garden. And yeah, I'm just, you see online people walking through the aisles of flowers. That's what I want to do so badly, and take pictures of the kids and the dogs. The dogs are in here with me at the moment, as you saw. And yeah, I'm excited. So let's just see how it goes, and I'll take you along with me. Okay, so let's unbox this to start. These are all from an online business called The Seed Collective, which I have ordered from before, but not this much. I'm afraid it may be turning into an addiction. Delivery docket. Oh my gosh, it's huge. Ooh, I did order some dahlias, gladiolas, lilies, and strawberries. That's right, as well as the seeds. So that's exciting. I'll let you see how it's packed. Looks good. Can see the dahlias already. Okay, what's the first one? Dahlia Eureka. So this one is a ball dahlia, and it says online, produces flowers with creamy lemon petals highlighted by delicate pink tips. The rounded flower heads change dramatically in colour as the flower age, with the pink edges fading to a delicate shade. Very exciting to add to my dahlia collection, which seems to just keep growing. Okay, Dahlia Freckles. I think this one is a decorative dahlia, and it has cream flowers with splashes of red. All right. Not sure if we ordered more dahlias because it looks like we're on to seeds now. Oh my goodness. That's just one bag. Goodness me. Okay, what have I got here? Some petunias, violas, stock. Very excited about stock. Oh, dwarf zinnia. So zinnia lilliput mix. I'm excited about that one. I want to grow that one in pots. Annual plant growing to 50 centimeters. 75 seeds just in this little thing. Feverfew. I've actually got some feverfew that has carried through winter really nicely, and I was thinking of doing cuttings of them. But if they fail, I've ordered some seeds as a backup. Celosia. Asters. Ooh, Salvia White Victory. I'm excited to see how those ones grow. We like to do quite a few salvias out in the nursery and in the garden as well. So when I saw that one, I thought that'd be good. A lot of people love white flowers. Lebanese cucumber. Oregano or oregano. I got both Greek and Italian. I have a bad habit when I'm online shopping of just pressing add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. Like I said, bit of an addiction. Hence why I couldn't really remember what I ordered. More cucumber Lebanese, carnations, which is my mum's favourite flower. This one's called Enfant de Nice Mix. A French heirloom perennial, 45 centimeters tall, with sweet clove-scented flowers in scarlet, pink, and white. Multiple blooms per stem and ideal for cut flowers. Not very tall, though, for cut flowers, only 45 centimeters. That might be a pot one. Coreopsis. Ooh, Cosmos. Everybody loves Cosmos. Cosmos versalis or versalis white. Annual growing to 100 centimeters tall. That's a nice height. With larger than usual single white flowers in summer and autumn. some Linaria Northern Lights. Oh, I got some lupins. I think John told me that lupins are part of the pea family or something, so they have nitrogen fixing roots, maybe. Anyway, this one's lupin Russell mix, perennial up to 90 centimeters. Green palmate leaves with solid spikes of scented pink and purple flowers in spring and late summer. Attracts the bees and good for cut flowers. Spanish sage, some more stock. Ooh, sunflowers. I love sunflowers. Sunflower lemon bling. We did grow this one once before. It's a dwarf, I believe. Yep, grows to 40 centimeters tall, full sun, as all sunflowers are. Ooh, more zinnia. Have you grown the Zinnia Zinderella line yet? It is amazing. I feel like that's the only line I should be growing. Zinnia Zinderella Zest is one I got. 70 centimeters tall, unique crested flower heads resembling pincushions. Yes, very much like pincushion flower. Charlie's just decided to lie on a bag in the office. Sunflower Solar Chocolate Gold. An annual growing to 50 centimeters tall. Plants have multiple stems bearing bright yellow, pollen-free flowers with dark chocolate brown centers. That sounds great. 25 seeds in that one bag. Hopefully I got more than one bag. Ooh, ranunculus. I've not grown ranunculus by seeds before, but I've seen people do it, and I mean they're available by seeds, so I'm going to give it a crack. I've only grown ranunculus by corms before. So I assume the seeds will produce corms. But yeah, let's start them out as seeds and see how they go. This one's called Ranunculus Elegans Bianco Sumato. That's if the F is silent. Exciting. Snapdragon Apple Blossom. I've grown this before. I actually have it growing out in the garden right now. So it's another one that's carried through winter really well. This one is tall growing perennial to 90 centimeters, most commonly grown as an annual. Large scented flowers are soft rose pink. When John's Nana was in hospital not long ago, I actually picked some for her and took them in. And yeah, she had great memories of snapdragons when she was little. They're beautiful flowers. Ooh, more of the ranunculus. More apple blossom snapdragons. Gosh, I got a lot of those. Snapdragon Canary Bird, that's a yellow one. Oh, another Zinderella Zinnia. So this one is Zinnia Zinderella Peach. I honestly love all the Zinderella ones. An annual growing to 70 centimeters. Flowers are peach to apricot, blended with cream and rose around a deep rust-colored center. Oh, I've not grown this one before. I've grown Cosmos, but not this particular one. Cosmos Apricotta. 50 seeds in this little packet. It says growing to 100 to 120 centimeters. Large apricot to pink flowers fade to soft pink towards a pale yellow central disc. Long stems are fantastic as a cut flower. Another sunflower. Sunflower dwarf oranges and lemons. This one will be for pots. Not sure if it will be pots for myself or pots that we will sell. We are going to do again this year. If you want to check back on our very first video we did on YouTube, we grow a lot of like annuals and seedlings, and then we sell them, and all the money from that we then take to the shops, and we purchase toys and stationery to donate to the Children's Hospital. So we will be doing that again this year. Probably some of these, the dwarf oranges and lemons sunflowers, they'll probably make it into some pots for sale. And yeah, I'm really excited to see how much we raise this year. Okay. Ooh, another zinnia that I have not grown, but again in the Zinderella line. So Zinnia Zinderella Fizz. An annual to 70 centimeters. Again, the crested flower heads, which are part of the Zinderella series. And it says bright scarlet flowers with cream halo around deep red centers. Awesome. Ooh, I haven't grown this one either. And when I saw it online, I was like, ooh, I've got to get that. So this one is Poppy Amazing Grey. Delicate tissue paper blooms in plum and grey. Easy to grow, hardy annual. Very excited to grow that one. And some more pansies. So the pansies are definitely the ones that will make it into the pots for sale. All right, that's that little baggie of seeds done. Here's another one. I think this one's even fuller. Oh, I can see another dahlia. That's exciting. Can't remember what it is, but I'm sure it's beautiful. Okay, here we go. Sweet corn. Love sweet corn. John's not a huge fan, but kids and I love sweet corn. This one is Sweet Corn Legacy, an heirloom variety of traditional sweet corn producing high yields of large yellow cobs. Cobs up to 20 centimeters long with juicy kernels and an excellent flavor. I have grown the Legacy sweet corn before and it was really, really nice. So that's why I have ordered it again. Shelling peas. I have no idea what that is, but I added it to the cart, so I must want to grow it. I'll read it out. So this is 35 seeds. That's a good quantity. 35 seeds of the shelling pea green feast in this bag. It says dwarf bush growing to 90 centimeters. Green pods growing to 6.5 centimeters. Sweet and juicy, heavy bearing, very popular variety. Well, that's good. I look forward to seeing what that is. Larkspur Imperial Rose Queen. I've tried to grow larkspur before, but I must have done it the wrong way because I didn't have much luck at all. I think maybe one took, but he's hoping I nail it this time and I can get it right. So the Imperial Rose Queen is an annual plant growing to 120 centimeters with green foliage featuring tall flower spikes of double rose pink flowers in spring. Very nice. I just need to check on Brankston. Brankston, come here. What were you doing? What were you doing, sweetheart? Being good boy? Don't get into anything you're not supposed to. Another larkspur, Imperial Salmon Spire. Veronica Blue Shades. Zucchini Black Beauty. I've grown that one before. So upright bush, popular home garden variety, producing dark green cylindrical fruit with tender cream white flesh. Delicious flavor. Yes, very nice one. Hence why I bought it again. Capsicum Californian Wonder. I have grown that one before and it was really good as well. So this one is plants produce bell-like fruit up to 10 centimeters, can be picked green or matured red. Tomato Black Russian. I've obviously heard of Black Russian before, but I've not grown it myself. So I'm excited to grow this heirloom variety. It says it is climbing. Plants produce medium-sized fruits that mature to a dark mahogany red. Fruits have a very complex and well-balanced flavor, great for salads, sandwiches, and drying. Love tomato on fresh bread, like fresh homegrown tomato straight from the garden. Salt, bread, really good. I'm excited that spring is around the corner. Pansy Swiss Giants, another one that will be for sale for the charity annuals. I would like to put a few more pansies and violas out the front of our property, so perhaps some of them will find their way into our garden as well. Everlasting Sweet Pea. Interesting. I don't think it's in season to grow the sweet peas, is it? Maybe it's for sowing this time of the year. I'm not sure. Climbing perennial vine to 2 meters. Plants have blue-green leaves and produce attractive displays of pink flowers. Frost-hardy, drought-tolerant. Also known as everlasting pea. Well, I bought it for some reason, so I'll have to look into that a little bit another day. Oh, here we go, on the back. So we are a temperate zone, and it says we can sow in March, April, May, August, September, October. Cool. Grow some of those. Tomato Mortgage Lifter. Haven't grown that one either. I did get a couple of the heirloom varieties to try. They do taste the best in my opinion. This one says Tomato Mortgage Lifter, a 1922 heirloom climbing variety that produces large red-pink beefsteak fruit, commonly around 500 grams, but can reach up to 2 kgs. Goodness me. Rich, sweet flavor, highly productive. Some petunias. Salvia Blaze of Fire. That's a one for the pots as well. Watermelon All Sweet. That will be a nice one. I've grown that one before, and the fruit was a decent size. Large oblong fruits with striped green skin and red flesh growing to 10 kilograms. Some viola. Again, Everlasting Daisies. Sea Holly. Oh, Sea Holly. I did want to grow that one. I haven't grown it before, but I wanted to grow this one. So perennial up to 80 centimetres with dark green foliage and robust silver flower stems, producing pineapple-shaped steel blue flowers. I saw this in like a magazine or something. It was just in a landscape picture and it was in the back there and it was identified in the graph that tells you what plants are in that picture. And I was like, ooh, have to grow that one. So I'm glad to have that. Rock melon Hale's Best. That's a nice one. We grew that one last year, and Johnny, who is our second eldest kid, loves rock melon. So he quite enjoyed that one along with me. I really like rock melon too. We've actually got 4 children. So Johnny is our second eldest. By the way, I should mention my name is Sam, and my husband John and I, we do have a small home business nursery in the Hunter Valley, New South Wales, Australia. And as well as that, we do have our 2 dogs and our 4 children and a love of gardening as well as growing plants and selling them. We do quite like getting into our own garden, and we have a lot of garden projects planned and we're hoping to get to, this year or throughout the next few years. And it was John's idea to actually start filming it all. And yeah, so here we are on YouTube trying to get some projects done and let people know about us. So another one, zucchini cocozelle. Have not grown that one. An Italian heirloom zucchini. Bushy plants produce long, light green, slightly ribbed zucchinis with dark stripes. Excellent flavour, firm yet tender. That'll be good. Delphinium Pacific Black Knight. I think that's the Delphinium or the Larkspur, because I know they're quite similar, that I tried to grow and I didn't have much luck. Delphinium Casablanca, Zinnia Queenie Lime with... What's wrong? What's wrong? What are you barking about? Did you hear someone? Did you hear someone? This is Brankston. Okay, so what have we got? Where was I up to? Sorry. Zinnia Queenie Lime with red. Grown that one before. That's quite nice. Zinnia Cinderella Lilac. Cinderella White. Ooh, Cosmos Cupcakes Blush and White Mix. I grew this one last year and it was so nice. So nice. It didn't throw like the cupcake looking flower every single seed as it is with seeds, but every now and then it would flower and it would have a really nice shaped one. A 100 centimetre annual with ferny foliage, unique cup-shaped flowers with fused pleated petals, some with tuft centres. That's what I mean, some. So some of them had the tuft centres and some of them didn't. So it was kind of just waiting for them to flower and having a look. But it was worth growing and it was beautiful. Zinnia Cinderella Purple, Cosmos Lemonade, Cosmos Rubinato, grew that one last year. Sunflower Compact Calypso Spray. Have not grown that one. Only 10 seeds in this little pack. It says an annual to 80 centimetres, dark centres and lemon yellow petals. Compact plants with multiple flowers. What's next? Capsicum Mini Bell Chocolate. Some more zinnias. Delphinium Butterfly Blue. The Golden Marguerite again. Some more delphinium, more Cinderella zinnias, Cosmos Cupcakes again, Cinderella Purple, Cosmos, and Cosmos, which we've already been through. Awesome. All right, what's next? Gladiolus Barcelona. How exciting. This one is a gorgeous ruffled deep velvet red flower, growing to 1.5 metres and an excellent cut flower. I do have a strong liking towards red flowers, so that would definitely be why I picked this one. Another gladiolus. This one is Braval ×5 again. This one is large, ruffled, clear, bright yellow flowers, also getting to 1.5 metres. I might just open it up and have a little look what they look like. Oh, goodness, that was bad. Let's see. Can always put them back in the bag after. Ooh, lovely. Look great. And there is the fifth Fifth one is in there. I do love how the Seed Collective bags everything with the clear labels. It's wonderful. And the little info that's on the seed packets. Fantastic. Okay, Gladiolus Dreamy Violet. This one produces showy spikes of dark and light purple flowers. I can see the strawberries now at the end of the box. Wonderful. This one is Gladiolus again, Indian Summer. Beautiful dusty coppery pink flowers that have a white throat, also getting to 1.5 meters. This looks like the last Gladiolus. Gladiolus Sugar Plum. That sounds nice. It says online that this one has large hot pink flowers. Okay, that's it for the Gladiolus. So we'll do our last Dahlia. Ooh, I'm excited about this one. I have always wanted a Dahlia Devon Seattle, and now I have one. This one is a small decorative dahlia with blush pink flowers, tending to cream in the center and fade to clear pink towards the outer petals. This one is a popular variety used by florists, and I'm so excited to have one. Okay, what are we up to? Let's do the strawberries. I think they're all the same. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I've got 5 bags. And each one has 5 runners. And the strawberry that I picked was Strawberry Tulangi Choice. So this strawberry is very productive and has exceptional flavour and fruits through spring and summer. So I was after a strawberry that did have that longer fruiting season. So I'm glad to have those, and I'll have to pot them up. Okay, 2 more to go. I'll show you 2 left, and they're both lilies. So this one is LA Lily Nashville. It has bright yellow upward facing flowers. Strong stems carry multiple flowers, and it's suited for beds, borders, and containers. And lucky last is another LA Lily, Indian Somerset. This one has clear mid-pink flowers that face upwards. The flowers have little to no fragrance, and stems carry multiple flowers. The number of flowers increases as the bulbs become established. Okay, so we're done. So we got 2 new lilies, some strawberries, 5 new gladdies, and 3 new dahlias, which I shouldn't have purchased but accidentally did. And then a lot of seeds. So now that we are finished the unboxing, let's head down the back and check out the spot that we want to make into a cut flower garden. I've just got to go and get John, who is watering in the nursery at the moment, and then I'm sure the dogs will join us down there. Okay, so I'm now down at the back left-hand corner of our property, which is where we want to trial the cut flower garden this year. John did come down with me, but he's up at the house grabbing something, and the dogs are floating around as well, but I'm hoping that they're not finding a snake. I can hear them rummaging around, and they did get a snake the other day, a red belly black snake. So it's always something that I worry about. But anyway, the dogs are here somewhere, and I just thought I'd start while John's not here, just telling you about this little piece of land. So this little bit of our property is about 250 square meters. So what we're going to do is, see over here, we've got weed mat down, which is part of our second nursery. We've got the top bit and then the bottom bit. And then that bit of nursery is going to continue all the way to about this mulberry tree. And then from the mulberry tree onwards is going to be cut flowers. So it is on a slope. And of course, being at the bottom of the hill, it does tend to stay a little bit wet. But, you know, trial and error, we're just going to see how it goes. I don't think it'll be a problem. And then this part here is extra sloped. So you can see it kind of drops down and, yeah, levels out at the fence. So we're still planning at this stage, but something John and I are sure of is that along this fence line here, And then along the bottom fence line of our property, we're going to have hedge plants. Not necessarily hedges, but, you know, plants you can cut for foliage maybe, and plants that also will tolerate being a little bit damper because it does tend to be a little bit wet at the bottom of the property. At this stage, we're thinking things like sweet viburnum, which is a very common cut foliage plant, also a fantastic hedging plant, and also things like bottlebrush, tea trees, maybe some eucalyptus on the bit that doesn't get so wet, just things like that. So we have been collecting a few things and we're excited about planting it out. Now, John and I were chatting just before I came down here about what our plan is for the cut flower garden. So we were kind of not sure if we wanted to do the weed mat way, which people do. You know, you see people burning holes in the weed mat and then planting in the holes, or if we wanted to do weed mat in the walkways and then just mulched beds for the flowers. We both are kind of leaning towards the mulched bed idea, but of course mulch is hard to come by and expensive. So for now we actually do have a roll of weed mat, and what our plan is to roll the weed mat out onto the grass to start killing the grass. Now from then on, I'm not sure what approach we're going to do, but today we're going to roll the weed mat out, and I'm so excited because it's just been grass for so long and we don't use it, we just mow it. Of course, the dogs use it as a toilet. But apart from that, it's wasted space and I just really want it to be flowers. It's going to be exciting. So I'm excited to start it today, excited to roll the weed mat out, which John's going to help me with, and then excited to see where it takes us. Got the weed mat and now we're going to roll it out. It's going to be quick for you, not so quick for us. Enjoy. Oh my goodness, look how good that looks. I can't believe how much bigger this space is when you pop plastic down. It just looks much larger than 250 square meters. So up the top here, we still need to do a little bit more weed mat, but I've got to get the whippersnipper out and fix that edge up, and then it will be plastic, or weed mat rather, all the way from the little greenhouse down to the fence line. So if you want to follow along and watch our cut flower journey, just hit that subscribe button and you can watch what this all eventuates to. If you watched to the end of the video, thanks so much guys. Have a great day. See you on the next video.